I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World's Most Dangerous Podcast. Vivo Kings in the building. What's good? It was going bar for bar. Shouts out to the things, man.
Let's get it.
What's good?
Hondo up in this piece.
F to the R to the S to the H to the O to the U to the T. That fresh out.
What's up? What up?
What's goody?
Hey, man, just trying to wake up a few neighbors, as you always say.
Wake
bro.
up
How
the
about you,
neighbors.
bro? Wake them up. What's happening
good?
out there in YouTube land and Facebook land and wherever you're watching us on, which, by the way, appreciate y'all for joining us. Welcome to Fresh Out, the world's most dangerous podcast. Rap City, no basement, Iceberg. How you living, son?
Hey man, things good, man. Like I said, welcome back into the channel. You're watching Fresh Out, man. Fresh Out show, man, on all social media platforms, man. You know how it goes down. J Camp, Iceberg Slim, of course. You know what I'm saying. LB the Podfather. What's that? What's Podfather music? Can we play some more Podfather joint? Podfather, man. But of course, man, we got Bebo P in the building. What's good tonight, Bebo? Oh yeah, kiss the ring, man.
Kiss the ring for the Podfather. Next time
Podfather,
I'll have
man.
the ring. I'll have the ring next time. But yeah.
What's going on your way though, man?
Hey man, just grateful, man. Grateful to be on with you and just on this platform of Fresh Out once again, as well as you all. Shout out to Tariq Nasheed too, man. That rally for reparations rally, man, that just went on today in Washington, D.C. Huge success from what I noticed. Wasn't able to be there, of course, but you know, we're definitely going to support and salute to that brother, as well as the guest speakers and the attendees, man. That's something major, because yeah, it's something that's very much needed. But yeah, man, other than that, man, just ready to rock and roll here on this platform we call Fresh Out, New Rap City.
No, like I said, we got a good show tonight, man. You know, you come here like at least when we got time on Saturdays, man, we try to give you guys what was popping for the week, man. Some stuff that just came out, stuff that's been going on, man. Good music, because again, who else is basically talking about music other than what you hear on the radio, man? We try to give you guys real hip hop, man, real breakdowns on albums on Saturdays. We also give you a little commentary, man, little topics, man. But again, shout out to J Camp, LB the Podfather. We know how it goes down, man. Again, we might actually, man, if you guys want to come up, man, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and put the link in there.
Join us if you're able to.
If you guys want to come up, man, today, if you actually in the background, man, we might get y'all on, man. Depends on what's cracking, but links up there. But we got a good show today, man. But want to talk about just a little bit, man, about the Kyrie situation, man. Like I said, Kyrie's our guy, man. I don't agree with him on everything that Kyrie talks about, man. But this is kind of interesting as far as he put out a tweet about a movie. The movie has certain topics in it, and of course, people from certain cultures didn't like that he tweeted it. He apologized, ran it back, donated $500,000, but still got suspended 5 games. They said they gotta basically put him through some training. He's got to meet with some people from different cultures because to let him know what he did wrong. But again, we'll probably talk about this more in depth on Wednesday. But man, what's your just thoughts? Oh, and also Nike, which is one of his biggest sponsors, you see it on his head, pause, actually suspended their ties with him. Bebo, man, what's your thoughts just on this real quick before we kind of go into the show, man? We just want to talk about this just real quick.
Oh man, so much could be said. Kyrie is definitely somebody who's known for his alleged controversies. You know, with the recent pandemic inoculation he rejected and got suspended for, and now this situation, based on, like you said, the movie that he shared on his social media, the Hebrews to Negroes documentary, and it just goes to show, show power flexing its muscle. It's flexing its muscle in order to re-steer some things for, I mean, whatever you want to deem the reason to be. But nonetheless, you know, we're just going to have to see the outcome as events continue to transpire. What are your thoughts, bro?
Like I said, man, at the end of the day, man, Kyrie's to me he's a good dude. I think to me sometimes, man, he's misunderstood in certain things. So
yeah.
Again, the question is, man, how can you say something is anti-Semitic? And I'm going with some of the people who have actually said, hey, he's wrong, he shouldn't have done this, da da da. How can you say that when you haven't saw the movie?
That was one of the things that I was thinking.
So again, how can you say what he's saying is anti-Semitic just because a culture said they were offended? But then you ask those people from that culture, and like I said, I'm not disagreeing with anybody. But the question is, if you really want to have a sit-down conversation, did you actually watch the movie? Then also, he just tweeted it. He didn't put any money down on it. He didn't say that he agrees with it. This is the thing. In movies that we love, Sopranos, The Wire, people getting killed. Do we agree? Do I agree with people getting killed? No, it's just entertainment, right?
Right.
There's documentaries that I watch, man. I love World War II, man. There's a lot of cool things because I'm a tech nerd. There's a lot of cool things in World War II. Do I agree with what some of the guys that were doing on the other side on the Axis powers? Heck no. But there was some innovative things that went down with that. So of course, you always want to study history. You always want to look things up yourself. And I encourage, or we encourage everybody to look these things up. And to me, honestly, you're just spreading light onto the movie, which the movie's actually blowing up now because of all this drama. Which to me, if they really wanted to dead this situation and actually move it aside and just stick to basketball since the season just started, they wouldn't have made all this hoopla about it. But to me, you got people on the sidelines in Brooklyn saying, support, don't support anti-Semitic, T-shirts and that kind of stuff, man. So again, I think sometimes, man, it's easy to say, Kyrie's a bad person when to me, Kyrie's just a free thinker. And of course, when you're free thinking and you're trying to learn, there's going to be lefts and rights that you do. And you're gonna one day say, "Hey, I agree with this," and the next day you're gonna say, "Nah, no." Now that I actually research it, no, I don't agree with it. So to me, I think that sometimes it's blowing things out of proportion. Plus, also, who says that one side knows the right history? You know what I'm saying, and also understands that it's offensive. Again, how is one side saying that without having a conversation with the other side? So again, like I said, man, we just want to shout out both parties, man. And to me, if somebody's wrong, prove it. Show the receipts. You know what I'm saying? Just don't say, hey, man, somebody said they don't like Africans, and so they're anti-African. Okay, there might be a reason why. There's some things that some Africans have done that are bad. And I'm just using it for an example. So again, to me, it opens up a dialogue. It should open up dialogues, but it does also show that at the end of the day, man, we live in a society where you got to watch what you say, man, because it can, at the end of the day, affect your business and affect what's going on. And shout out to our guy, of course, man, Power 600.
Power was good. It was good. And you took it right from my thoughts too, brother. Great commentary, by the way, Iceberg. And then Power just really just led on the segue to what I was going to finalize, which is, it's funny how Kyrie's getting all the heat that he's been receiving, but
facts,
no heat or no questions being directed toward Mr. Bezos. The documentary is still being sold on his platform, Amazon, Amazon Prime. So, it's funny how that's working, and I wonder why that is.
Right.
Quote unquote.
So again, like I said, man, we'll see what's going down or whatnot, man. But again, Pirate 600 saying, yep, the radio personalities, Mad Drizzy for his Meg diss. And this is the thing, like the crazy thing is like it wasn't even a diss to Megan Thee Stallion, which is funny. I think Lil Yachty actually disapproved that situation. So again, this is one of those situations where you gotta really understand what's kind of going on and do your research. So
right
at the end of the day, like I said, man, we'll see what's going on with that, man. But again, shout out to Pirate 600 in the building. Again, if you're not understanding, man, we are with the my rap verse, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my rap verse, man. DJ Scanless, man. Check out our articles on there. Check us out on there, man. Fresh out. We always on there dropping episodes. Again, like I said, check us out, myrapverse.com, and we'll kind of go from there, man. But like I said, check us out on there, and we got to talk about some good music, man. We got some really, really dope music going on today.
Can we give a shout out real quick to
of course,
for that Salt and Pepper? You know, they just got back together.
We're gonna talk about them in a minute. Hold up for a second.
Okay,
we're gonna talk about them for a minute.
All right.
But we got Best Buy, man. Definitely support, man. Yeah. Go check out our clip on there. That tonight's sponsor. I'm actually throwing them in the chat right now. And we about to jump in, man, tonight. Like I said, it's Saturday, man. Salute to everybody coming in. 600 saying, I wonder if Amazon will be in trouble. Exactly. I don't think they are.
They're not.
So we'll see what's going on with that. But again, like I said, we got to go in and talk about talk about salt and pepper real quick. Hold on real quick, man. When we talk about salt for a sec, man.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all
hold
good.
Up. Let's go in for talk about salt real quick, man. What's your thoughts on them real quick, man? Hold up. I'm gonna jump out real quick. But
no, it's all
what's
good.
Your thoughts on that real quick?
No, it's all good. Peace to Salt and Pepper, you know, for getting back together from Spinderella's split away from the group. You know, it's definitely refreshing to see all three of these legends present together on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. I mean, we're talking about a legendary group within hip hop that has crafted classics such as Let's Talk About S to the E to the X, What a Man, featuring In Vogue, Push It, and several others. You know, you guys throw a few other songs in there if you don't mind, if you're feeling up to it. And, you know, but it's a crime not to honor these three in such a fashion, such as the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Now, I'm not sure if this reunion is just for the purpose of the award reception or if this is going to be an ongoing reunion. But either way it goes, it's still great to see this happen either way it goes, in my opinion. So these legends are considered the first ladies of hip hop and rap, and such an award for Salt and Pepper, the group, has been long overdue.
No, I agree. Like I said, man, you would think at the end of the day, like,
yes, Mama Bear, and welcome.
Yeah, shout out to Mama Bear.
Yep.
But you would think, man, at the end of the day, like, these are 90s, 80s, 90s cats, man. You would think they would already be on, like, the Walk of Fame. You know what I'm saying? Again, they've been well overdue for this, man. And again, which is crazy. You got a documentary before you got a Walk of Fame star. You know what I'm saying? For Salt and Pepper, which again, they're hip hop legends. So, and shout out to Mama Bear in the building. Yep, Salt and Pepper, definitely sweet, man. Again, shout out to Carmen, man.
Carmen, what's happening? What's happening?
Both you guys.
What's happening?
Both you ladies in the building.
There you go.
Love it. They deserve it. Of course,
they do
man.
deserve it. Yeah.
Again, when I was a kid, man, every dude wanted a girl like Salt and Pepper. Every guy was trying to get to the ladies, and all the ladies wanted to be like them. So that was a great situation, man, at the end of the day for them. So again, shout out to Salt and Pepper, man, holding it down like always.
Shout out. Congratulations, ladies.
That was one of my first tapes, actually, man. Like,
all right,
back in the day.
Word. So, there you go.
Man, that was dope. But again, who else do you think, man, like from that era should have a star, man? It doesn't have one.
I mean, I'm not in front of the list of who doesn't have it, man. But God bless. I mean, I think, I mean, we could. Man, I don't know if MC Light has one. You know, since we're on the ladies tonight of Salt and Pepper, I don't know if she has one, but if she doesn't, then she definitely deserves one. I'm pretty sure. Well, I wouldn't be surprised if Queen Latifah does. Oh shoot, man. Oh gosh, so many, man, so many. None of your business. Yep. Remember,
what's crazy is Beyonce doesn't have one. Jay doesn't have one. So
right.
I would love to see one of them actually grab one. I think,
but DJ Khaled
doesn't have one. Well, like I said, we were talking about the powers that be, so he's a part of that situation, that get along gang. So
you already know.
Again, like I said, that's a different situation. Power 600 said I'm back. Was it Salt and Pepper news? Oh, they was in. They got the star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, man. Yeah. Finally. So again, shout out to them, man, and they've been doing their thing. So again, shout out, and also again, the Spinderella situation, like Bebo was saying before, them getting back together because of course they had some issues before with money and also some publishing. So again, it's beautiful to kind of see them get back together, and hopefully we see them on tour. So we'll see what's going on with that, man. Again, top five female MCs, Bebo.
Top 5 female MCs. Ooh,
yeah. Or do you just consider them like a really dope group?
I would at least consider them a really dope group. I don't think about them in the top 5. Well, if we're gonna talk, well, there's not really many female groups. So, if we're just talking about like them as just individual MCs,
okay,
probably not in the top 5, but definitely somewhere in a top list of hip hop for sure.
Well, I'll tell you what, they definitely pioneered a whole bunch of stuff too, man.
Yes,
so a lot of people took their swag from Salt-N-Pepa, let's be clear.
Oh, yeah.
And the Spinderella situation, like I said, shout out to all 3 of the ladies, man. I think they really did like hold it down for the generation, man.
Oh, honestly, they definitely did.
To me, I think they were the genesis of a Little Kim, a Foxy,
they were
Eve in those situations. So again,
they were.
I let the AK off for them. You know how it goes down, man.
Are they a top? Are they in the top 5 for you as far as
Man, I would have to say yes, man. I said, man, sometimes you forget about them because they've been gone for so long, but I do think, man, they deserve to be in that top 5 as far as female MCs. It's kind of, you don't remember the bars per se, but they had the movement. They were almost like the Michael Jacksons of female MCs, man, where they did a lot of pioneering. So
they did.
Of course, you kind of forget about them in those moments, man. And hold up, man. Shout out to Touch in the building, man. Ladies First was my first. Yeah, it was my first tape too, man. So congrats to Salt-N-Pepa all day long, man. They deserve it, and I hope they get some more accolades coming through, man. Hopefully they get on Breakfast Club, do some rounds on the podcast, get that music back spinning again. And to me, the question is why do artists like Salt-N-Pepa not really get into management, not get into label ownership and bring some other artists in since they've been doing it for a while? You know what I'm saying?
Why have they not gotten into that fold?
In this era, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Since like now that the female MC is like a big deal now, why would you not have ladies like these actually ushering in some artists?
I mean, we don't know what's really, going on behind the scenes. So they very well might have done so and might be doing so to some level. For example, I know Bahamadia, she has a son that she has been helping out, and I believe in fashion or in something of that regard. But I'm just saying that because it would be nice to know more about some mentorship from them. And again, it's not to say that they haven't, but we just don't know when it's all said and done. So what do you?
Well, if they're not, why wouldn't they? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think they should do something like that. If they're not doing it, hopefully they do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, to me, they've been through so much in their career, and also understanding the recording side of it, but also the women's side of it. So if they're not doing it, I'm encouraging them to do it, man. So at the end of the day, man, hopefully they kind of get into that, man, and whatnot.
Absolutely.
But like I said, shout out to Salt-N-Pepa, man. But we kind of got to go into some new music, man, and talk about what's going on for the week. And we got to start off, man, with my guy, man, Westside Gunn, man. He's been killing it, man, with this Hitler Wears Hermes series. This is the 10th installment and the final installment of this album, man. And to me, he's been killing it, man.
Which was actually relabeled 10 for the record.
Exactly. So this is called number 10. I think it's like a decent album, man. What's your thoughts, man, before I go in on it, man? Like, again, this is the last installment, the 10th installment, the last installment of this series, which is labeled 10, the album or the mixtape. What's your thoughts on this one, man, as we go in?
Again, it was relabeled 10 because of the controversies that's been going on as of late. But I've got to give it up to Westside for this one, man. And shout out to DJ Drama for helping to usher in this project, as he's been on a roll in 2022. Not a fan all the way of the Fly G Word track itself that helps to set off the project. Shootouts in Soho and Super Kick Party, that lo-fi track helped to make up for it a bit. In fact, that line, where Westside says, "I don't know who did the ish, so I shot both." It helped to end that one off. So it's hard not to mention the standout tracks with Black Star called Peppers featured on that one, and Science Class from the NY State of Mind tour rappers Raekwon, Ghostface, Busta Rhymes, and Stove Small G Word Cooks, all did their thing on that one too.
Yes, sir.
Some other ones that were pretty dope is BDP, that switches on everything, featuring Run the Jewels and Stove on there. Nice tracks as well. I would say Mac Don't Stop helps to end off Westside's 10 project right before that Red Death track, which Drama shows back up to help end the album where he started off. Now, I will say Red Death isn't the best. It doesn't have the best beat for the posse cut for the artist to shine on, in my opinion, but the project itself as a whole is definitely worth a listen. So Iceberg, your thoughts?
We always basically say, man, on this platform, on this podcast, on these YouTube streets, if this is worth even putting in your playlist, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, I always go with, is this something that you're gonna put in the whip? Are you gonna give some actual play to that's beyond the first listen, just to listen to it, just because it popped up on your new albums list on Spotify? To me, this Westside Gunn project mixtape is about a 3 out of 5 in my opinion, man. The production was lackluster in my opinion. I know Touch is going to hit me on this one, man, but to me, the production was honestly, I could close my eyes and pick who did the beats. You know what I'm saying? What saved this project is the features. The features saved it because, to me, I think people have so much respect for Westside Gunn because, of course, Westside did his thing. Let's be clear. The production, man, again, I can close my eyes and pin the tail on the donkey who's going to be on this joint. Again, there was no surprise beats. And like I said, man, we review a lot of albums, even on that Quavo and RIP to Takeoff. They actually surprised us with some production on there, man. We thought it was going to be Mopar music, and they actually flipped the script on there. So to me, the Westside Gunn, this 10 album, this last installment, to me was saved by those features that you just said. The standout 2 records, in my opinion, was the Peppers and that Science Class, man. Like, it was just amazing, man. To me, these are the 2. If you take anything out of this album, in my opinion, start with that and then kind of go from there. Those 2 records definitely need to be in your playlist. If you're a Westside Gunn fan, oh man, you're eating from the fruit of the tree. Like this is wonderful. If you're just a novelist, man, LB the Podfather is not a super Griselda fan, but I guarantee he'll take those 2 records out of this one. Again, I'm glad he's kind of closing up this thing because of the stuff that we have going on now. So you don't want to get hit
on that controversy.
On that controversy, to me, you want to just keep it hip hop, keep it street. We don't want to put other cultures in this situation, man. And I get where he's coming from with this, and I think it's a dope move. Again, Buffalo's killing it. I think Westside Gunn is almost like the Jay Prince of this movement, man. He's really holding it down, man. You got to salute Westside Gunn, man. He's doing his thing. This mixtape is actually worth a good listen. You're definitely going to pull some pieces out there, and Bebo P is spot on with this. This is a 3 out of 5 for me. Any last words on this before we get up out of here, though? On this,
I definitely don't disagree with you, and also as you echoed, shout out and peace to Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn too, but
Brooklyn, but definitely
Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
Buffalo in the building when it comes to Griselda. I haven't heard many projects from Westside Gunn. Matter of fact, this 10 mixtape and Peace Fly G Word, which we reviewed not long ago, earlier this year, are the only ones that I fully checked out. Emphasis on fully. I wasn't the biggest fan of the Peace Fly G Word, but this 10 proves that his flamboyant style fits impressively. I mean, Westside's lyrics and songs are entertaining, and he puts together a solid body of work on this 10 project. Stove G Word Cooks, he seems like that dope artist that Westside Gunn's closely connected with and fits the mold extremely well with those 2 whenever they're working on projects of or for Westside. If I were to desire Westside to test something out at least once, it would be to perform well, at least more of his own songs with less features in order to prevent
100%.
from sounding a little bit too compilation like at times. But either way, he's got a working formula. He's doing his thing again. Said brother Iceberg, shout out to Westside Gunn. If he delivers more projects of this quality or even better, and maybe he has produced better projects, because again, I haven't heard them all. But if he keeps on this trajectory of solid projects, then Westside Gunn's going to continue to shine from the Griselda Collective.
Well, like I said, Touch 182 saying they need to release that Stove God album very soon.
They do.
Pyre saying that which I agree with. The one that with MF Doom is crazy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that record's crazy. But also Touch and Power also agreeing. This sounds like a Wu-Tang project.
It does.
You know
it does. It does.
It sounds definitely like a Wu joint. So again, they didn't surprise me on the production. Like I said, I could have closed my eyes and figured out who the production was going to be. But this project was saved by the verses and the verses from the guests. But again, you need to check it out, man. And definitely add it to your arsenal, just to ride the whip too. Go to the grocery store, man. Put in the AirPods, man. And just kind of boop, 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 boop,
yeah,
boop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Go in with that. You know what I'm saying?
All day.
To me, man, the next situation, man, that we got to talk about, man, is a serious one, and to me, man, because I'm definitely a fan, and that's that Rockness Monsta. Come on, man. This veteran, man, hip hop veteran. We got to salute this dude. Helter Skelter, man.
Yes.
Come on, BK all day. Let's go, man. Let me get the AK.
Brownsville, baby.
Brownsville.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? This new album, man, the Ether Rocks, man. Let's be clear before you go in.
Oh, yeah. I definitely got
Ron Browns blessed the production on this joint. To me, this I honestly edged out the Westside Gunn a little bit by half a joint. But what's your take on this, man? Before I kind of go in on it, and then also, in your opinion, bar for bar, is this the best release this week, or honestly, well, let's just say the last 2 weeks?
Bar for bar,
because there was a lot of bars on this. Let's be clear.
If we're talking bar for bar, I'm gonna have to say it's gonna be either this one or the Chez Noir. Last Remnants. Between this one and the Last Remnants of Chez Noir's latest project. So as far as bar for bar, within the last 2 weeks per the date of this recording, which is November 5th. But this one, like you said, man, this Ether Rocks, it's very serious, man. This album serves as this serves as a prime 2022 project for rock that serves as one that is very, very needed, with Ron Browns killing the production, whose beats is serving as foundational on here. I mean, and you could tell with Ron's presence. I mean, this is a dope project. I mean, Faith is one of the dopest joints on the project, for example. I'm not sure who all's featured on that one along with Rock, but and they don't sound like original Boot Camp Click members, but they definitely float on there. It was dope to hear General Tech and Steel on that Shark Tank joint. I think that the squad joint straight. I would have liked to have heard most all of the original Boot Camp Click members on that one, but I get it. You know what I'm saying? The track was still cool. That Lettuce and Cabbage to set off the project, man, that one right there, it was really dope, man. And the part where he even said, even the poor pay attention, classes in session, followed by the mentions of, everybody in the Boot Camp Click, basically, the OGCs, original gun clappers, Tech and Steel, aka the Cocoa Brothers, Helter Skelter's legacy, all of their legacies during the 90s was a dope yet needed group, within a group of the Boot Camp Click mentioned on that joint. So there you have that. And then there's other bar. I mean, like you indicated, man, the bars are serious, like where he said, I'm here to say to you, this ish ain't over. knew I was a problem from the time they heard a Scotia, for those who know the La Fleur La Fla Scotia from their Nocturnal album. And then he said, I'm on a different timeline, infinitely slower. A year for you's a day for me. That's why I look so young. Again, referring back to that lettuce and cabbage, that pay me is dope. I mean, I could just go on and on, but
Power 600 real quick is saying Ron Brown's Collabo Project 2. Ron's trying to come back again, doing Puff remixes and everything. Hey, man,
sure is.
Ron Brown's, and like I said, if you under 40, man, Ron Brown's did that Ether, man. So let's be clear, man, that Nas joint, man, it just kind of body Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Where's Nightmare, man, when you need somebody to talk about Jay and defend him? You know what I'm saying? Again, also
watch him pop up
saying Boot Camp also has Buckshot Smith Wesson, right? Yes, sir.
Yeah, Smith and Wesson is the Cocoa Brothers, and shout out to Buckshot as well.
And R.I.P. Sean.
Absolutely, rest in peace to P. Yes, absolutely, man. But the bars on here are serious, man. Even then on that Pay Me, the wordplay where he says, I do what I gotta, Kuna Matata, School the Empire, Dark Side of the Force, Luke, I am your father. I might have butchered it a little bit, but it just reminds the fans that he's still, leading the charge on the lyrics, that fly. He even mentioned on that fly, he helped to usher in that fly broke ish with the camouflage gear that they used to rock during the 90s. So, we're talking about a pioneer here when we're talking about Rockness Monsta, but I'll let you cook before I go any further.
To me, Ron, I talked about the production on that Westside Gunn at 10 mixtape. Ron Brown's, man, you can tell these are some new joints. This is some classic beats maybe he had in the tuck. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Ron Brown shined on this, and
he did.
The bars on here. Rockness Monsta makes you understand the NYC timeless bars. To me, the flamboyant Beastie Boys and that feast. Those you gotta basically put on your playlist. Check them out. Rockness Monsta, man. Flamboyant.
That flamboyant is serious.
And that
one
feast.
of the best.
You gotta check those out, man. This is City Boys. You gotta go check this out, man. This is serious, man. Put this in the whip.
It is serious.
In your AirPods, you know what I'm saying? City Boys. The verses are crazy, man.
They need to go right into these boys right there.
Whoa.
Y'all
Don't worry. Come on, put them in your joint.
There you
know
go.
What I'm saying? Shout out to Complete.
There you
so
go.
Again, like I said, man, this is what you need, man. Like if you've been dying for bars this year, we've been getting some good bars. Let's be clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So again, shout out to Rockness, Helter Skelter, All Day Long, Boot Camp, Click. Come on, man.
BCC
600 saying Ron is so versatile that pop champagne to that 8, you know what I'm saying? So he's been clowning.
That's right.
Again, RP Fred the Godson, man, our guy, man. Come on,
yes,
man. RP Big L, man, also produced. You know what I'm saying? So
and Big L.
Again,
both of them.
If you listen to the podcast, man, go check us out on YouTube, Fresh Out Show. Check us out on there, all our social media. Again, if you guys have been under a rock, the new flavor, man, is My Rap Verse. Go check that out, man. MyRapVerse.com. You'll see articles from us. You'll see podcasts from us. Let's be clear. It's looking beautiful. Where am I at right here? I gotta be Vanna White on my joint. So, and I just put up an article about Jay-Z, Jeff Bledsoe, and Bebo's guy.
Stop already.
Stop
already.
Channel, man. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to go in and cop them Washington Commanders. Byron Allen, Jay-Z, and Jeff Bledsoe trying to buy those Washington Commanders. Again, this is where you get all the stuff, man. Get my Vanna Black on, you know what I'm saying? MyRapVerse.com. Go check us out, man, on that too. And also, man, if you're under a rock, we got the Best Buy flavor. They're sponsoring the show, man. Go check them out.
There you go.
Go check them out, man. We got the Black Friday deals right now, man. We got the link in the description. We're gonna pin that to the top, man. Best Buy, shout out to man showing love on the show, man. You know how we do. But
there you go.
We gotta talk about our girl, man. Shay Noir.
Shout out. And
she's so cold with it. She got the bars. She's got the beats. She's from Buffalo.
Represent.
Now let's go. Come on, man. This is her 5th EP, The Last Remnants. I love the cover, man, with the hands out for the dove. She's going ham on this joint, man. What was your thoughts on this EP? I'm a fan of Shay Noir, but what's your thoughts on this album? We talked about the single last month. Album dropped at the end of the month. What's your thoughts?
I loved and still love Shay Noir's Food for Thought album. Yeah, oh yeah. The Last Remnants is even better and a bit more refined, in my humble opinion. Now, we already covered, like Iceberg said, what we know as the first song release from The Last Remnants called Wash the Dishes, which features Benny the Butcher. We covered that a few weeks ago. So be sure to check out that review that Fresh Out gave of that song whenever you get the chance. But Handicap, I'll start there. Handicap definitely helps to set off the album with lines like I treat rappers like garbages to me. They're washed up. They're washed up to me, or something like that. Trying to start an empire. I ain't talking about Cookie. An apology, Shay. Apology, Shay. I didn't mean to butcher your line like that, but they get it. Yeah, therapy session. It's a pretty deep one regarding personal challenges and losses, such as her issues with her moms at the time, pops getting locked up back when, her only best friend getting taken out by a truck. Sad, man. Sad situation. And other challenges, but which the beat on that by the way is serious. And I'll tell you what, man, the beat on that Promised Land is mega as well. So, but I also think that I would have liked for Shay to have delivered more hooks on the album, just at least a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah. But the songs, every song still definitely worked. And it's good to hear Shay and Jinx 716. It's good to hear those two rap together on Wine and Dine from the time that they rapped together on Food for Thought. That song, Eat or Starve, for the Food for Thought album. So this Wine and Dine track on The Last Remnants is dope. As these two rapping their bars, you know what I'm saying? And speaking of Wine and Dine, again, as we hear throughout the albums entirely or majority, we hear about her life's challenges in prime lyrical form, man, with mentions of sleeping in cars, working dead-end jobs, and things of that nature. She even said, I don't write rhymes, I write curses that's hard to recite, probably give you a speech impediment. So her bars are serious. But I've said more than enough for the moment, Iceberg, and I'd like your take on Shay Noir's Last Remnants album there.
She's amazing, man. Shout out to Shay. We got to get you on the podcast, man. It's very we just talked about Salt and Pepper doing anything as far as doing the label. She's got her own situation that she's got. Independent, man, making a lot of noise. All the money's going to her. If you can, go on her platform, go cop any merch that she has right now, man. Go cop right now, go support her. Again, we talk about the music, man, but it's not just enough to stream it. You have to put your dollars where it's at, and it starts with and we also know with Claude Anderson, and Bebo just said something about Tariq. Shout out to Tariq for getting the museum poppins, for doing the event that he did the weekend, the rally joint. But you see bricks and mortar with some of these guys and what they're doing. It takes money to put these things together. It takes if you want to support, if you understand what Kyrie's talking about and some of the other cats, man, what they're talking about. How can you say that you support them when you don't buy the music and the merch from these artists? They have it available. So at the end of the day, man, this is one of those joints, man. Go support it. Go check it out. My favorite record is the one at the end with 38 Special, man. That Promised Land. Same thing we just talked about. Again, that Wine and Dine, man. That Bebo just spoke about. Crazy. Again. This is something that you need to support, man. This is one, and also 38 Special produced the Summertime record with El Camino. Shout out, we just had El Camino on the on this week's Bars of the Week. So again,
we did.
This is why you come to Fresh Out. This is why you go check out the platforms and what the people that we're talking about, because these are people making noise that you're going to hear about from everybody else next year, in the next 6 months or so. You're hearing it now, right now on Fresh Out. Bebo just dropped the jewels for you. Again, this album, man, has to be supported. This has to be, to me, this needs to at least sell about 40,000 records. if we can get it up to 40,000 records, man, that's serious, man. That puts more bread in Shay's pockets, and she can do more things, man. So again, go support this album. Not only stream it, go to her platform and cop her albums, cop her merch, man, and make it happen. But again, this is really good music, really great bars, man. This is a 4 out of 5 for me, man, because again, she's putting together herself.
I can rock with that.
And this is real talk, man. It's real spit. Yeah. Any last thoughts on this before we move on to your favorite record of the week?
I know where you're going with that, but the boom bap beats are dope. Her wordplay is sharp, combined with her personal bars being delivered in every one of her topics. And it sounds like she's not only learned some things from such experiences that's gained her wisdom, but you could tell that she embraces everything that has and still is taking place in her life, perhaps. I even think it's symbolic how a simple representation of her artwork, being that, you see what looks to be a representation of her arms reaching out to a dove to catch, and doves represent peace, freedom, and love, which essentially is what most everybody seeks to have one day. If you lived, especially if you lived a struggle-filled life, and with most birds generally steering away or flying away from humans, it appears that her outlook on things just might prove that notion to be considered otherwise, and that the solace that she seeks is nearly within her embrace, yet almost there. So shout out to Shay Noir for yet another dope album in 2022. Like Iceberg outlined so eloquently, go ahead and support, go ahead and cop that album. She's definitely working hard. It's taken her a while just to get up to this point of success, and she's still climbing. She's got something special, and this album, The Last Remnants, is definitely worth a listen.
Again, like I said, man, this came out on the 26th, man. We just talking about it now. We talk about the single
October 26th. Yep.
But this is definitely something you got to cop, man. Go check it out. But the biggest album commercially for this week was Bebo P's favorite artist, bars and delivery from both the artists, man. They came out with a collabo album that Drake and 21 Savage. That's not even from Atlanta. They came out with an album called Her Loss. To me, this is this thing. Before I go in, man, we gotta let Bebo P talk about this album. To me, this is the most hyped album of the last 2 weeks. This album was supposed to come out last week, but 40 got sick, got COVID. So they delayed it for a week, man, so he could get right, so he can mix it. Shout out to actually having some, even with the bars, shout out to having some quality control, and making sure 40 can get in there and do it.
There you go. Yeah, peace to 40.
Shout out to 40.
Yeah.
But and this thing, I'm a Drake fan. You know what I'm saying? I like Drake. I'm not the biggest 21 Savage dude. He got records, you know what I'm saying? But what was your thoughts on this body of work? Not necessarily the artist, but the body of work, in your opinion.
I'll start this synopsis off by saying that the vibe you're going to hear when you see the album cover's picture of IG model Suki Baby. The more standout.
Shout out to Suki Baby, by the way.
Shout out
to Suki Baby.
Shout out to Suki Baby. Shout out. I'm just saying, you when you see that album cover, you just
hold on.
Yeah.
DJ Scandalous in the building, coming in with the kufi. Hold on, I gotta give him the AK.
Ooh, and a salute.
And I give him a salute.
Welcome, brother. But
and I give him the kufi.
You are wearing the kufi.
He said it was delayed because of COVID, or was it delayed because of Taylor Swift?
Ooh.
Shots fired, man. Shout out to Scandalous. But I think, you know what?
That's a good question.
That's a good joint, man. You know what? And like I said, you know how Drake is, man. Very competitive, petty and competitive. So he's competitive. So he might be right. But keep on going in, man. Keep cooking. Shout out to Scandalous.
Yeah, shout out to Scandalous and welcome, bro. Welcome. The more standout tracks on this project include, in no particular order, Back Outside Boys, Hours in Silence, P Word and Millions with Travis Scott, Middle of the Ocean, and 21 Savage's solo.
21.
Yeah, 21. Yeah, his solo titled 3 a.m. on Greenwood. And I think it's mostly just the groove, that I like on those, the beat and the grooves. I mean, but outside of which, everything on here is extremely predictable in terms of the things that both artists talk about. You know, the bag talk, the money talk, the smashing thought bops, um, certain cats dealing with the ops, dissing their exes and so forth. Again, kind of predictable topics or things, talking points, I should say. Production isn't bad overall on her loss, and gives off I think a fan service type of vibe for the 21 Savage demographic that's going to entertain you. That's going to entertain you if you're looking forward to this one. Iceberg, what's your thoughts?
Again, we listen to the record, so you don't have to if you don't need to. In my opinion, man, if you're a Drake fan, this is a good comeback for Drake. In my opinion, from coming back from the Honestly Nevermind joint.
I agree.
Some people did like that joint, don't get me wrong, man.
I agree.
Hey, shout out Mama Bear, in the building all day.
Yes.
But to me, this was City Boys anthem. This is a City Boy anthem, man. This is a great situation to start off the holiday season. If you don't have a boo, if your boo left you or your summertime joint left you for somebody else that she wants to take to the Thanksgiving dinner, but not you, her loss. So this is a City Boys album. I think it's dope. The production was great. 40 killed it on the mix. You know what I'm saying? It's a great bounce back for Drake, for people who said, hey, man, I wasn't feeling that. Honestly, never mind. So he had to come back real quick, drop some. Again, what's crazy, he dropped 2 records. People not even remembering. He's dropped 2 records this year. 21, in my opinion, was subpar. The tone of his verses was very blue pill. He needs Coach Greg Adams in his life. He needs to get on Valuetainment, man, and listen to our guy over there, Brett, and get busy, man. But the records that stand out was that Spin You About, Hours in Silence, The Treacherous Twins, and that Middle of the Ocean record was fire. I love how they took the sample, flipped it. Again, this is a dope little joint, Mopar music-esque. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I do love the fact that people just dropping music, man. At the end of the day, salute to these big dogs, because again, a lot of cats, man, it takes, again, salute to them. A lot of these cats, man, will take 5 years to drop this kind of music. This stuff needs to be dropped ASAP and move on to something else. You know what I'm saying? So I do like the fact that Drake is still in his prime, flying in private jets, 747s, and still just dropping music, man, for the fun of it. Because a lot of cats would say, I don't want to drop certain things because I'm scared it's going to hurt my legacy. And to me, he's just going in, just shooting J's in the gym. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show respect for
21
an artist
is too.
Who's not scared to basically try something new, to do collabo records, man. And again, the fans need it, man, in my opinion. If you're a Drake fan, you love to see your artist, man, the dude that you rock with, dropping music on a consistent basis. It's not a whole bunch of crap. To me, again, this is Mopar music. Do a spin donut in the intersection with it, and next week is something else. You know what I'm saying? So again, is this historic Drake? No. Is this some diarrhea joint? Probably. Is DJ Scandalous going to make a video on it and put on YouTube? Probably not. Who knows? But at the end of the day, man, shout out to Drake, one of our top tier artists as far as numbers are concerned. Just dropping albums for the fun of it, man. Again, I think he's taking music and having fun, and I think it goes back to that. To me, I think sometimes people get in the Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole bag, and they want things to be perfect and be self-conscious and be righteous, and I don't want to offend anybody. And I love the fact that he was offending people. He talked about smelly
boxes. You talking about the box?
No. So Serena Williams' husband. He was talking about him being a groupie. He was talking about the girls with the BBLs, man.
Yeah,
Again, I just love the fact, man, that Drake was just like, you know what, man, I'm just let it all hang out. I'm a diss cats on subliminally on some of these joints. I love the fact that he went in on
Meg,
on that one little dude too. I forgot Dreams, whatever the dude's name, man. I forgot the dude's name. But he went on him too. Dram, whatever his name is. He went in on him, man. So I give this record, man, a 3 out of 5. Spin You Bout, Hours in Silence, Treacherous Twins, Middle of the Ocean, Suki Baby on the cover. Go to her OnlyFans and you'll see what's cracking. I know DJ Scanlon's gonna get on it. Suki Baby. and go check it out.
Look, some of y'all already on that OnlyFans. Quiet as kept. Some of y'all out there.
Yeah. See, put out the money, man. Put out the money. I think it's on.
Oh, the money too.
Yeah, put out the money for OnlyFans.
In the curly mustache, a little.
Sicky baby, how much is it? How much is your joint? Hold up, I went to the wrong.
Y'all hear Iceberg checking out, trying to do a little discovery, right? Y'all see what it is. Right
hold up. Let's go.
Y'all see what it is right now.
Hey, this thing we trying to help out the people. You know what I'm saying? This is what we trying to do, man. And of course, my internet ain't working.
Well, while Iceberg is over there researching her OnlyFans, I'll go ahead and say that this sounds like the album that Drake wanted to come out with. This sounds like the album that Drake wanted to come out with in order to appeal to the target audience of the 21 Savage target market. And maybe emphasis on maybe because the trend of the house and dance music in the rap fold, I don't know, maybe it's either not panning out as well as he hoped for, or maybe he just, like Iceberg said, just wanted to, put something out and just have fun with it. I mean, he did the opposite from Honestly Never Mind. And I believe that you'll like this album if you're a fan of, their body of works, the Savage Mode mixtapes, the 2 studio albums from Savage, as well as some of Drake's work as well. But 21's delivery is as to be expected whenever you hear his work, and Drake's is as well. And it's nice to see have their friendship culminate into a project together after, knowing each other for some time. And I think that their efforts, while in some areas it could have been better, it's still worth the check. Or still worth the listen to.
Well, this thing that might be worth it, but the $25 for her OnlyFans isn't. Nah, man. Suki, you got to come down to $10, man. Maybe we help you out, man. Nah. $25, man. Hey, Scandalous, check it out, man. Let us know what it is on there, Scandalous. But again, Suki's hot. If you don't know, she's a scripper from Houston. She's on the cover. Hold up, man. Empire 600 said, Bebop, this could be more than that certified lover boy attitude he's been on using some 3-6 Mafia type beats. Yeah. That Jimmy Cooks was a 3-6, man. Let me find an OnlyFans leak. Yeah, hey, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? That chatterbait, man. Maybe she got a chatterbait we can get on. You know what
DJ, look at Mama Bear laughing.
Mama Bear like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? Wow.
Look, DJ Scandalous. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
But hey, real talk, man.
See much money I got for the OnlyFans.
Hold on, man. Let's put this money. Let's put it. Yeah, man. Hold up.
The cha-ching. I see. We see you over there, Scandalous, over there, just trying to see how much.
No, this is Scandalous. This is the music Scandalous doing. trying to find that OnlyFans leak joint. Hold on, look. He gonna find that link though.
Yeah, sneaking too. Right, sneaking.
But real talk, man. This is the City Boys.
It's a City Boys
anthem.
Album show.
This is the album. Academic said he loved it. We don't really rock with academics like that. But to me, for academics to kind of go out there and say that he loved it, to me, I had to go listen to it. I wasn't gonna listen to it first. With academics saying that, man, we had to check it out. To me again, I can only offer only pins. Yeah, man. Only pins, man. Hey, let's see. Scandalous is saying Drake didn't get in with Ice. That's why he's dropping shade. Hey, man.
Oh,
it is what it is, man.
Allegedly.
Nelly dropping a video the other day that made me happy though. Okay. See,
speaking of Nelly, with that little Band-Aid on the cover, kind of reminds me of the Nelly swag of Suki Baby on there. So
Scandalous is saying, I hope more artists start making collabo albums. Jay-Z and Nas, where you at? And to me, I know the labels, man, don't really like those kind of things because they don't want to split like the money.
Right.
But to me, right now, with the industry being kind of the way it is, man, I think that's a great idea, man, for cats to say, hey, let's be creative. And at first, I was kind of hating on Drake and saying, oh, man, this is lazy. He's just trying to steal some swag from 21. But Drake was a standout on this record to me. Very creative, in my opinion, to go from the Honestly Never Mind, which is Power 100's favorite album, to this Her Loss. To me, it's great timing, man, for the City Boys.
City
We're going to
Boys.
the holiday season, man, where all the girls is at Target and Home Goods and Sephora and all them joints, man, with their little boo thing for the winter time. You know, the City Boys is out here, man. Listen to the Her Loss. I think, again, it's a great record. Has about 4 records, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on this before we get off this record real quick?
I think everything's been said for the most part. It's that, certified lover boy swag. It's that city boy swag, city boys, like you said. It's that, anything Savage, 21 Savage, 2121 related.
21.
Again, it's a fan service album. It's definitely fun. It's definitely an entertaining album for that, for that demographic. So definitely check it out if you're fans of their work, such as the Sneakins and others that 21 and Drake have performed together, audio.
The question that Pyre had was, does this mean the Drake and Future collab will never happen again? Because the first one, I liked it, but commercially it was a dud. But what's your thoughts on the Drake and Future? Do you think they'll ever get together since they basically smashed the same chicks? Oh, that's it. Hold on.
I think that's an answer that suggests 2 words. We'll see. We'll see. I think it just has to make sense, just traffic wise or audience wise, and moving forward, financially too. But I think we'll see. What do you think, bro?
I think it definitely happened, man. To me, I think everybody's just in creative mode. Also, Mama Bear, if you sell your work, put your link in there, man. If you sell your work, or if you're looking for if you're freelancing, put your link in there so we can put it out there to our people.
Absolutely.
But to me, I think, man, to me, I think you're gonna see some more collabo albums, man. Like that Jadakiss and Fab was dope, in my opinion. Yep. I think that brought out a lot of good situations, man. Jim Jones and the Mano joint was decent. You know what I'm saying? I like those kind of joints, man. So Pyre saying Drake never smashed Sierra. It's never too late. And plus, homie's losing right now. The Broncos is over here falling off. So right now she's waiting on that 10-year mark, man, so she can take all the money. Pull it out, Bebo.
It's probably about to happen, folks. Like Iceberg says, she's trying to come.
Dude, she's twerking on a Bronco in front of Wendy's.
She's trying to take half and then more here in due time to leave to leave old Russell with probably about something like this.
Yeah, we need another Fab and Kiss joint, no doubt.
Scanlon
saying Drake got to worry about getting slapped by Diddy again. Hold on, man.
How you get slapped by Sus Diddy, man?
Then hold up, Jay-Z had to break it up, didn't he?
I don't know that part.
Kanye telling all the business. That's why Jay mad.
Man. That's
talking about here family, acting like the little family joint, man. I don't know, but again, like I said, this is a pretty cool album, man. Again, the Westside was dope. The couple records on that, the Rockness Monsta, Shay Noir, definitely go support that. Again, go support our guy DJ Scandalous, man. YouTube, Facebook, go check that out. Again, check us out on that myrapverse.com. Hold on, where am I at? Right here, man. It's beautiful. I'm Vanna White right now. Go check it out. You know what I'm saying? We got some dope stuff on there. Again, Jay-Z's not collaboing in the booth, but he's definitely collaboing on them Washington Commanders, man, trying to get busy, man, with that with that Allen and our guy Bedzo, that can't basically lock down a chick.
I will say
you can't lock down a chick though, even though you're a billionaire.
Duh. I will say though, speaking of collabs and Jay-Z, that one that he did with Jay Electronica was dope. So yes, I will give credit to that. Yeah.
I would love to hear like them actually do something with Just Blaze, with some real cats, man, and go in and do something that's not really just like a weed plate. As far as what Jay Electronica did, to me, Jay shined on it more than Jay Electronica did.
Right.
Piracy Son saying Drake getting slapped is better than getting beat on by T.I.P.
T.I.P's friend. Boy.
What, they in the movie theater and the dude peed on him?
Hey, there's at least a few koofies going on in our chat section. Yeah, so
the main old Uncle Murder all day long.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Mama Bear says she don't freelance yet, but she appreciates. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Mama Bear all day, man. on that Art Doll swag. Hey, man, we may need you to get us another logo cracking.
Absolutely.
But again, weekly wrap up 44, man. A lot of great albums. The Kyrie situation, we're going to talk about that on Wednesday. But again, how do you know it was anti-Semitic if you didn't watch the movie?
That's how power is.
You know what I'm saying?
It is
so
because
again,
we say so oftentimes, whatever it is. So,
but again, my thing's like this: instead of talking about what somebody's doing and not doing, why don't you go out there and support the music that we're talking about? So that way, man, these people can still do their thing without using people from outside cultures, man. But then also, we should be working with each other, man, so we can also be included at the table as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if somebody's saying, "Hey, I just want to be included at the table," there shouldn't be a negative remark against somebody's culture. It's just that everybody's looking and say, well, why does somebody feel that way? You know what I'm saying? And then let's have a conversation. So we should be working together, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but we should also strive to also do our own thing and be independent. So again, this is why you come to Fresh Out. BOP laced y'all tonight, man. Any words before we get up out of here?
We definitely appreciate y'all. As always, if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that like, share, and subscribe button. And if you're feeling frisky, go ahead and hit up the Cash App on the bottom corner there on the screen, and hit up those super chats if you're feeling frisky as well. Again, thank you so much for the support. Enjoy the weekend with you and your family and your peoples, and be safe. Be safe. We can't say that enough here on Fresh Out. Iceberg is always a pleasure. Shout out to J Camp and LB, the Podfather, as well. TBS Less, what up? All of our supporters that we have and have not mentioned. Charge it to the head, not the heart. And overall, God bless you and yours. Take us home, Iceberg.
Hey, man, again, I'm putting in the group chat right now or in the chat. Best Buy. Go. Hey, man, we got Best Buy deals right now.
Black Friday's in a few weeks, folks.
Friday. We got Black Friday deals now.
Right
Go
there.
check out the Black Friday deals, man. Hit the
right
link
now
in the chat. You can get anything you need. They got the AirPods on deck, man. I think they're on sale under $9.99. Go cop your AirPods, man. Go cop your big screen TV so you can watch all the games, or you can watch Fresh Out on it in HD. Let's go. But again, shout out to LB the Podfather, J Camp holding it down always, man. All our day one, DJ Scanless, man, Mama Bear, Pyre 600's in the building, Touch was in the building night, TBS Less, all our guys, man. Nightmare, you know how we do and get down, man. Again, Fresh Out every Wednesday. We're here 9:30. If we're feeling frisky, we're here on Saturdays 8 to 9:30.
Right.
Now we
right.
CP time, man. Again. But
shout out to Hip
any
Hop
last
VCR
word,
too,
man, before we hit the button, man.
Hey, again, be safe. Ongoing condolences to the family and loved ones of Takeoff.
Mama,
yeah, man, yeah.
Hey, man, we love Takeout, man. Shout out to ATL, man. Much love for Houston, man. Let's
much
use
love
some of these situations to start having conversations so we can get back and start unifying, man, because that's how we can't be stopped. Again, man, we connected with Scanless, man, on a humbug. We was talking about that today, me and Bebo.
Yeah.
How I was trolling, and next thing you know, we become friends with Scanless. A lot of cats that we work with.
Oh, that's our guy right there.
I've just been on some swag, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's showing so much love, man, and how we do. And again, man, we all are here, man, because of hip hop, and man, and we will just keep on sharing that love, man, through the music, through the vibes, and also through supporting this music and supporting people, like we just said about Mama Bear. If you got something going on, put it in the chat so we can support it, man, and put it out there, because everybody's talented, and we want to get out that corporate world so we can start doing our thing and start building our own empires and families. So again, Fresh Out Show, man. If you don't know, Wednesday 9:30, we'll be right back here with the whole crew. RP Takeoff, you know how it goes, man. BOP, LB the Podfather, J Camp, Iceberg Slim, aka Greg Papa, bitch.
There you go.
See
Peace.
y'all. Peace.
Much love.
I'd like to take this time to apologize to absolutely nobody.
Let's go. World No Dangerous Podcast. BOP's in the building. What's good? It was going bar for bar. Shouts out to the thing.